Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome to the Fire and Ice Experience Football Talk. Another glorious Sunday where we worship football.
Yes, we do.
Football for breakfast, football for lunch, football for dinner. That's what you're here for. It's your boy, Coach, flanked by the world's greatest. I like to affectionately refer to him as Fresco. How you feeling
Hello.
today, bro?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. I would like for my phone to check back in with me wherever you at. But if
Wherever, wherever you're at.
wherever you at, I got the Queens hoodie on with the blood on my sleeve.
You
Should
had a
be happy.
peculiar, you had a peculiar day, man. You had a peculiar situation going on.
Hey, shout out to the concert crew and their 300th episode last night. So that was what kicked it off. And
Absolutely.
then,
Okay.
and then you wake up this morning like, okay, well, football. Like I've been in the fucking football game. But let's go.
Cool. I mean, it is what it is. We'll work around it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It
I'm
is
good.
what it
I'm
is.
good. I'm goody.
So hey, listen. Let's get into it, man. Let's tabernacle on the football thing. You
Yes,
know?
sir. Ooh, hydration.
Yeah, man. I'm parched. I'm very parched this morning. I don't know what.
I,
I know why, but
I love your t-shirt. Love your
it's
t-shirt.
a, it's a little in overdrive. Oh yeah, that's the that was the official. This is the official Turkey Bowl T-shirt. You know what I mean? The official Turkey Bowl. You know. So without further ado, man, let's do what we do and let's get into this, man.
Yeah. If
We
that'll get
have
you up. I would say
week
that'll get
14
you up.
upon
Shit.
us. The season
Yes,
is
we do.
dwindling down. We're getting into what we would like to call the dog days of December. We've got 5 weeks of football left, including this week. Some teams have 5 games, some teams have 4 games left. It's getting to that time. You're trying to dwindle down to the playoff push. Um, so we'll see. We'll see where some teams are today. Some teams, need some wins. Some teams are aligning themselves for home field advantage, things like that. So let's start the week off with the 1 o'clock tilts today. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to Atlanta to play the Falcons. The line is 41.5. The Falcons open as a -2. Talk to me.
Um, you said Falcons and who?
The Buccaneers in Atlanta.
The Falcons and the Buccaneers. They both have been fighting for supremacy of the lowly NFC South. I kind of written off the Falcons, but they keep writing themselves back in the situation. I've definitely written off Baker Mayfield, but he keeps writing letters back as well. So this game right here, I can't say it's just shake 'em up, shake 'em because it's actually involving some significant stances. This would necessarily a win would mean you are atop of the NFC South. I mean, that's not nothing small to glance at. It's just two teams that you look at like, but
Yeah.
they are two teams that are atop of the lowly NFC South. So it's not necessarily a shake 'em up bag a game because it's something on the line. But these are two teams that have underperformed and underwhelmed all season. With that being said, I do not, like I said, I think the pumpkin, I think it's been Halloween has drawn itself on Baker Mayfield. And I actually think the Atlanta Falcons have actually righted a little bit of the shit that they've been on. Yes, you may want to put Bijan Robinson in the game if you feel like fucking winning. You may want to get the ball to
It
some
sounds
of
like a good deal. It sounds like a good idea.
I'm just saying, what I'm saying? He's a great talent. I would assume he's a great player. I don't know it. You don't give him the damn ball and put him in the game. With that being said, I think someone has sent them the memo. I think someone has told him, "Hey, I think you guys should do a little bit better if you put Bijan Robinson in the game."
Just a
And
suggestion.
it's just a suggestion, from a guy that's watching TV. What I will say is, I think today they actually win today. I don't like what's going on in Tampa Bay as far as with the quarterback. Now, I do like Baker Mayfield, but I understand who Baker Mayfield is. He has a ceiling, and he's hit his ceiling. And right now, they're looking good, but they keep losing. Got you. No problem. So today, I'm going with the Atlanta Falcons to actually put some supremacy, I guess, or stake their claim to supremacy in the NFC South today with a low scoring game. It's an interdivisional game, so I can't say that it's going to be a blowout. But these two teams have underwhelmed me all season. But give me the Falcons. Give me the Falcons 21, Buccaneers 16.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons by 3. Give me 2017 Atlanta. I'm not. I'm not looking at this game as a game that I'm too excited about. But I think Atlanta pulls it out by 3, 20-17. Next game, we have the Detroit Lions at 9-3, traveling to Chicago at a lowly 4-8 to play the Bears. The line is 43.5. Detroit opens as a -3.5. Talk to me, Fresh. Talk to me about this one. This looks like an obvious one.
It's very obvious. Me myself, I have not believed in what the Bears have had to do or what the Bears are doing for years now, decades now. And this is just the Bears being the Bears over and over and over again, deja vu. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure they're writing off the season. They're trying to get the best draft position they can get. So they are out of it. They've been out of it even when they were in it. With that being said, I love the Detroit Lions. I think that they are the most balanced team. I've been saying it all season long. I think they are the most balanced team in the NFL. And I think today they go into Soldier Stadium and really lay claim to the NFC North. I think they really put it down on the Bears today. And I think, things have been unraveling. That sweater I've been talking about, you pulling threads from it. You can pull some threads from the Chicago Bears fabric. I think today they get smashed. Actually, I think this may be a domination. Get the hammers out, folks.
Think this is a domination?
Get the hammers out, folks. Get the hammers out.
Wow.
Get the hammers out, folks. Get the hammers out, folks.
Wow.
I think that this is an NFC North bloodbath because I think there's just too many things that are going on in Chicago that they can't overcome on the field. And the Lions are rolling. They're pretty goddamn good. And I want to give a shout out to a Rookie of the Year candidate in the tight end of Sam Laporta.
Okay.
Look him up.
Listen, I think this is much closer than you think, right? And I almost want to agree with Neighbor Nate, man. Neighbor Nate's got the Bears pulling an upset today. I think that Detroit hasn't arrived from the standpoint of, being that they can roll into Chicago and roll them. I think this is still a divisional opponent. I think they escape here. I wouldn't be surprised if Chicago gets the W, but I think they escape with a 3-point win here. 24-21 Lions. But I wouldn't be surprised. I'll be keeping my eye on that game because I'm interested in seeing how the Lions respond to this situation where, they're expected to win. They're expected to win big. Can they do it? Can they do both? Can you win and win big when you're expected to win and win big? I think the Bears are somewhat problematic today for the Lions. Let's see what happens. 24-21 Lions. Moving on.
I like the Lions big today.
Okay. Moving on. We got the Indianapolis Colts at 7-5, traveling to Cincinnati to play the 6-6 Bengals. The line is 43.5, and the Bengals open -2.5. What are we talking about here?
This is a difficult one for me because I didn't put much stake in what Jake Browning was going to do until I saw him put the fucking smack down on Monday night. You know, I was like, I can readjust what I was thinking about with the Browning kid. Um, he actually can bring them a little bit further along than what I thought a backup could do. I actually thought that they were going to get swamped. You know, murder sacked.
Yeah.
Murder sacked. I thought it was going to
It
be
didn't
murder
happen.
sacked.
It didn't happen at all.
Dude, I mean, not did he just go out and win the game. He went out and played damn good. And I was like, I have to reassess what I'm looking at with Jake Browning. With that being said, I'm not sure if this goes on for 2 weeks in a row. I mean, he looked, if I'm not mistaken, he only had 5 incompletions last week.
Right.
I mean, you can't put that on real live NFL starting quarterbacks right now. Like, oh, you only going to have 5 incompletions? You can't put that on anybody right now. So I'm saying he had that type of game last week. I would assume a backup will probably not have the same performance this week going forward. So yes. Who they playing again?
They got the Colts. It's the Colts.
Oh no. That's what my guy, Gardner Minshew, the stash. I've been riding with him. I kind of was, I'm like, you might want to keep him on your team if you feel like your quarterback may go down, because not only can he get you wins, he can get you a professional quarterback's performance. So with that being said, I love the Colts today. Going into Cincinnati, if I'm not mistaken, and pulling out a victory. I do not see Jake Browning duplicating what he did on Monday night, even though it was a great game from him. I did not see it coming, but I see the Colts winning to the tune of 24-17 Colts.
The Colts have been one team that has been very kind to me this year. I think as far as their 7 victories, I think I've accurately picked maybe about 6 of them. I don't see it today. I think Jake Browning pulls it out again today. I think that defense stifles the Colts. I think the Bengals sort of what you saw from Browning, as Neighbor Nave did say, Browning slung it in college, man. He was a hell of a quarterback. So and let's not forget the Bengals have some weaponry on that team offensively. So he doesn't have to do it all. He just has to make his reads and get rid of the ball, to be honest with you. You've got some weaponry on that offense that they can do this without, not necessarily saying win a title without the guy, but they can do some things. I'm riding with the Bengals on this one. And I think they win this game to the tune of 21-17. 21-17 Cincinnati Bengals in one of the better games of the day. I think that's going to turn out to be one of the better games of the day. 24-17 Cincinnati. Yeah, I'm going that way. This is an interesting game. This 1 o'clock tilt, this one here. This game here is the Jacksonville Jaguars at 8-4 traveling to Cleveland to play the 7-5 Browns. The line is 37.5, and the Browns open a -2.5. I'm stumped on this one, to be honest with you. I don't know. I really don't know. Talk to me.
Man, it's hard to kind of gauge what Cleveland got going on. It's hard, man. You think with Stephon Delire, they're going to do good, but they don't. You think with the backup, they're going to do bad, but they don't. You can't. It's hard to gauge.
It's hard to gauge this team.
It's hard to gauge this team, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to put support and respect behind them, but it's just hard to gauge, man. It's hard to gauge what Cleveland got going on. I think DTR gets. I'm not sure who's starting today, but I think DTR starts today. Who they playing again?
We got the Jags versus the Browns in Cleveland.
Bro, for whatever reason, I ain't hearing the. You got the Browns and the Jags in Cleveland.
Browns and
I
Jags in Cleveland. Talk to me.
I would have picked. I would have. I gotta go. I gotta take my glasses off for this one because I think the Cleveland would win. I just don't know what kind of quarterback play you're going to get out of DTR, out of PJ Walker, to find Delirious in the sleeve. You just don't know what kind of quarterback play you're going to get. And now it seems like it's taking its toll on the defense. So with that being said, I'm going to go with the Prince, Travis Etienne. Christian Kirk is hurt, but give me Calvin Ridley and Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars going into Cleveland and winning. Just because I don't know what kind of I can't put my stock behind what we're doing in Cleveland at the quarterback position. So give me in a close one. Jacksonville 23, Browns 20.
I like that score, but I like it the other way around. You like it one way, but it's the other way.
It's the other way.
I think it's the other way. I think Cleveland guts this one out. This could go either way. I wouldn't be surprised either way in this game because Jacksonville is on the cusp, but this is not a defense to be trifled with on the road. Going into Cleveland is going to be a very tough task for Trevor and the boys. If Trevor and the boys win this game, I have renewed faith in them. But I don't think they get it done in Cleveland today. I think Cleveland wins, same score you said, but the other way. I think Cleveland takes the win here. 1 o'clock tilt again. We've got the 1-11 Carolina Panthers against the 5-7 New Orleans Saints. The Panthers at the Saints. The line is 39.5, and the Saints open as a -5.5. Shaking them up.
Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. I don't like what either of these teams have got going on. And I actually had a little bit of faith or a little bit of support behind both of them earlier in the season. But they've shown me that I should not put my faith behind them. You know what I'm saying? And look at them as they are. Man, it's a shake 'em up game because both of these teams have underwhelmed, but I think there will be a winner. I think there will be a clear winner.
Well, you don't have to have a winner. We can have a tie.
You're right about that, but I think there will be a winner. And I think that winner will be the Saints. I think the Saints are a little bit more professional in their performance than the Panthers are. The Panthers just fired their coach. They got things going on. I do not believe in what David Tepper believes in, their owner, because they are now turning into what I'm seeing as the new 2023-24 Chicago Bears. Like, you guys don't know what the hell you are doing with football, period. With that being said, I think the Saints know what they're doing with football. They're not very good at it, but I think they know what they're doing at football, and I think they pull out an ugly one. Please let the record reflect there has been some putrid quarterback play, and I think this is another game that will spotlight how putrid the quarterback play is, and I think there's not a lot of points going to be scored, so I think this will be a funny score, like 15-8. Saints.
I think the Saints kicked the shit out of the Panthers today.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they kicked the shit out of them. And I don't think it's like a wild runaway victory. I just think they control this game. I don't think the Panthers offer much in terms of any stumbling block for the Saints today. The Saints kicked their ass today. They win this one to the tune of something like I'm thinking I'll go 23-7, maybe, or 23-9. Yeah, 23-9. They get 3 field goals out of it. I don't think the Saints offer much. They don't have very much offense, but I don't think the Panthers offer much resistance. So not a great game, but I think the Saints kick the shit out of the Panthers. The Houston Texans travel to New York to play the Jets. The Texans at the Jets. The line is 33.5, and Houston opens a -3. I have to agree. I give me the Texans in this one. Give me the
We
Texans in this one, and I think the Texans win this one. A close one. I think it's a low scoring. No, actually, no. Let me rearrange that. I think they
uh
outpaced the Jets. I'm sorry, they outpaced the Jets, man. They're too good for the Jets. They beat the Jets 27-13. 27-13. It really starts to get bad for the Jets now, in my opinion.
right. I concur. I have really liked what I've seen out of the rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud. He is definitely distinct. He put the motherfucker a lot of space between him and the other motherfucking quarterbacks that was taken this year. Bryce
Right.
Young and all those other guys. He have put a clear distinction. Like, no, I play football. I'm good at quarterback. And yes, I am from Ohio State. This is the best quarterback that I have seen professionally in the NFL that has graduated or went to the Ohio State University. I think they go into New York today, and I'm not going to say they put the smack down on them, but they definitely win easy.
Okay.
Easy breezy lemon squeezy. And I actually think they put up a couple points. But with Zach Wilson out there playing carefree, I'm going to throw the ball. I can see some trickery. I can see a double reverse.
Some
But it's not going to
tomfoolery.
be, it's definitely going to be some tomfoolery, but that is going to be nowhere near enough to do any damage. That will be nowhere near enough to do any damage to what the Houston Texans are putting down. So I think that Houston Texans win to the tune of, give me 27-6. Texans.
Okay, cool. Okay. I want you to do something here. I want
I'm
you to
listening.
send a line out to the brothers Milburn so we can get them on. They're out there in glorious Las Vegas.
I've been sending it out to Cousin B. Cousin
Okay,
B, check in on us, baby. I'm gonna
okay,
send you another
okay,
one. Check in on us, Cousin B.
okay. Let's see if we can get one out to Barry as well, man. Both
Okay,
brothers
got you.
Milburn. Let's see if we can
Got you.
get one of them. We need one of them. In another 1 o'clock tilt, we got the LA Rams traveling to Baltimore to play my Super Bowl pick, the Baltimore Ravens. Rams at the Ravens. The line is 41.5. The Ravens open a -7.5. Talk to me. This has the potential
Um,
of to be an explosive game.
yeah, it has. It does have the potential to be a very explosive game. The thing I don't really understand about the Ravens is, to me, they're not as explosive as other people sort of kind of make them out to be. They're a damn good team. They're just not that explosive. They are, to me, they are a bully team. We're gonna run the ball and we're gonna stop you from whatever the fuck you doing on offense with our defense. And if you can't match them, it's gonna look ugly. It's going to look very ugly because it's going to be physical. It's going to be people being smashed. It's going to be a lot of running and a lot of people being pushed out of the way. I do not think that will happen to a great degree today against the Rams because I think the Rams can actually put up a couple points. They will be throwing the ball. They will be completing some passes and they will put up points. I'm just not sure they will put up more points than the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens look damn good. They have looked damn good pretty much a lot of the year. They looked exactly like I thought they was going to look. They're the Ravens. They're the fucking Ravens. We show up, we bully you, we punch you in the fucking face. It's nothing real complicated about what we do. Stop us. And today I don't think the Rams can stop them. I think they go into M&T Field, and I think they get, I'm not going to say smacked around because I think they will put up a couple points against the Baltimore Ravens defense, but it will not be enough. And give me the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson led, to the tune of 24, Rams 20.
Okay. I like the line on this one. So I think the Ravens get loose in this game.
Is that right?
Give me Give me the Ravens. 28-17.
Okay.
28-17 Ravens. It could be a 30 beaner for them too. I think it could be a 30. It wouldn't shock me if they get a 30 beaner today. We see some explosive plays from the Ravens downfield. Could be a 30 beaner, but I'm going to cap them out at 28. 28-17 Ravens.
Well, see,
In dominating fashion, actually. But one of those, it'll be an entertaining game, though.
that's the thing that I have yet to see. I was waiting for the explosion in the passing game in Baltimore. I even crossed my own line like, hey, I have not seen it. I have not seen what they thought was going to be a better passing game with a new OC in Baltimore. I've seen the same Ravens, the same Lamar. They winning, that's for damn sure, but I have not seen this explosion. Proceed.
Interesting. Let's look up some numbers here.
All right.
Let's look up some numbers. Let's look at some.
Crack research staff.
Yeah, let's look up some numbers here. Let's look at just from a offensive standpoint. Let's look and see where they are in the league passing wise. So let's see. Let's see where we are. Let's see here. We got. Let's see here. 1 second here. Yeah, let's look at team stats. Okay, here we go. Hold on, everybody. Crack research staff. I'm trying to dive into this thing. All right. So they have as far as league passing, let's see here. The Ravens are, I would say they're in the bottom half of the league from a passing perspective. Let's see. They have, let's see here.
Yeah. I haven't seen this passing explosion. I mean, he can throw the ball. He has a fucking arm. He's going to throw the ball. And he's going to be successful to a degree at it. But what I was necessarily speaking of, like, oh, he's got the new OC. He's got weapons around him. Same old Lamar. Same old passing game. Same Ravens offense. That's what I've seen.
So 14 passing touchdowns to 5 interceptions. So the efficiency is definitely there.
You said 14 passing touchdowns?
Yeah, 14 passing touchdowns.
As a whole, 14. 14 whole passing touchdowns.
Yeah, considering you have to look at it from this perspective too. The leader only has 23 touchdown passes, 26. So it's not like a huge gap. So like you said, they're a more balanced team than other teams. They're running the ball and they're passing the ball. They're balanced. So they're not a pass dominated team.
They have never been a pass dominated team. What I was sort of kind of looking at, and I was kind of, I didn't think it was going to happen because of just how I feel about how Lamar passes the ball. I was like, I don't see it happening, but I was definitely on board. I wanted to see a progression in the passing game in Baltimore. I just didn't believe it. And now it's bearing fruit. He has 13 passing touchdowns. That's doubled up, I want to say, by the leader at 26.
Right. But also you're factoring in that they're a balanced team. So they're not dependent on passing the ball. The balance is there.
Well, got you. This looks like the same Ravens. The same Ravens from 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22. And here you have it, 2023.
Moving on.
Ravens passing game.
Moving on. So in this 4 o'clock tilt, we have the Milburn Bowl, the Brothers Milburn Bowl. The Minnesota Vikings travel to Las Vegas to play the Raiders. The Minnesota Vikings at 6-6, Raiders at 5-7. The line is 40 and a half points, and it looks like the Vikings open as a -3.
That's interesting. I would say take the over. I think some weird things are going to happen in this game. This is Vegas. This is the Raiders. This is the Pastronaut and them guys, man. I think Jettis is back today. Justin Jefferson, he's back.
Mhm, mhm.
I think things are going to get weird. I think things are going to get weird.
You think things gonna get weird?
I think things are going to get weird out in Vegas today, man. I think weird is the word of the day in Vegas today. I think it's going to be a funny game. I think it might be a safety. Somebody might get thrown out of the game. What I would say is take the over. I think there will be some points scored. And actually, this is one of my candidates for game of the day: the Raiders and the Vikings. With that being said, it's hard to believe in Aiden O'Connell. It's hard to believe in that. You get your chance to shine. You get your one glaring moment. And after that, it's up to you to keep putting you into those chances to shine in those glaring moments. And he hasn't. He has looked like a backup quarterback. He has looked like someone who probably won't be starting somewhere next year, but you might get a chance. And I'm the pastor now. Give me the Vikings. Give me the motherfucking Vikings today to go into Las Vegas and win a. I think it's going to be crazy stuff going on. I think it's going to be some points scored. But give me the Vikings and Josh Dobbs. 31. The Raiders of Las Vegas. 24. Vikings.
Yeah. This is a funky game, man. This is a funky game. You got a coin?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, let's get the coin out. Let's get the coin out. Because I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to pick either of these teams because this is just a weird game. So we got heads Raiders, tails Vikings, heads the home team, tails the traveling team.
All right, we're gonna flip him up.
Let's get it.
Flip the catch. Here it is. What we got? Oh, that will be heads, folks.
All right, so I got to go. I'm going with the Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders, and I'm going with the Raiders. Since I'm flipping a coin, let's get crazy. I'm going with the Raiders big. Okay. I have no obligation to this game because I'm flipping a coin, so I might as well get psycho with it. Give me the Raiders big. Give me the Raiders big, 30 to 17. Give me the Raiders.
Hey, we got people chalking in. Shout out to the OG Ox, man, G Warren, man. He said he likes the Vikings. He said he likes the Vikings. He likes the Vikings today.
What up, Ox? What's happening?
He said he loves the shirt for some reason. Shout out OG Ox, man. Shout out OG Ox.
Mr. BBD himself, man. And listen, shout out to the BBD barbershop, man, and their coat drive. Take a look and support that thing, man. They got a big coat drive coming up. Supporting the hood, man, giving out free coats for the winter. So check out that coat drive they got going on down BBD barbershop. Next 4 o'clock tilt, we have a big one. This is the big one. We have the Seattle Seahawks traveling to San Francisco, a divisional game. The Seahawks versus the 49ers. The Seahawks, with the loss here, almost killed their playoff hopes for the most part, in my opinion. The line is 45.5. The Niners open as minus 13.5. Jesus Christ.
Wow. That seems a little...
Seems a little high?
That seems egregiously high for an interdivisional game between two teams.
Let me point out a couple of things. I think what that is a microcosm of where the two teams are going in opposite directions. And performance-wise, I think the faith in the Niners has skyrocketed based on their dominant performance on the road. I think you see the same thing today. I think you see another dominant performance today. I got the Niners in a very gritty game, not necessarily 40 points, but I think it's just a dominant game. They win this game to the tune of like 28-10, something like that, man. They get their guys out of the game. They go up and they get their guys out and they coast in this one. 28-17, a big Niners win.
Well, as you all know, the Seattle Seahawks were my choice to win the NFC West. I'm still believing in them. I do not. I do not think that they will get stomped out today. I think that these interdivisional games, especially between the Seahawks and the 49ers, I think that those games are going to be a little bit closer. And even though, like earlier this season, you know what I'm saying, it might have been a 31-21 game, that was a closer game than people would imagine. It happened to be up in Seattle. And that's why I think that San Francisco today wins today because it's actually at home. I think the Seattle Seahawks, a lot of people don't believe in what they got going on because it's not very flashy or it's not a whole lot of names or got you. They will give you a professional effort from quarterback, wide receiver, running back, and defense. But I just don't think it's going to be enough today. I think the San Francisco 49ers are really rounding into shape. And I think it will be close, but I think it's going to be very physical. I think it's going to be very emotion led. But I think the 49ers pull out a close win to the tune of 27-24 Niners.
All right. Another 4 o'clock tilt. Pretty important game. This is a big one. This is a very big game for both teams, in my opinion. We got the Buffalo Bills traveling to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. So we have the Bills versus Chiefs in Kansas City with a line of 48.5, and the Chiefs are -1. My opinion on this game and backstory wise, Buffalo has to have this to keep their playoff hopes alive. A loss here, and you almost can, start to plan for Cancun because it'll be an uphill battle with you being 6-7 if you lose this game. I think. Let's see here. Kansas City also has to. They haven't looked sharp. I think they have to get some good mojo going and start to trend in the right direction going into the playoffs. I think the division is all but won for them. I think this is a game where they could actually say to themselves, let's get back on track. I want to say in a very tight one, Kansas City wins. I almost want to say 21-20, to be honest with you. I almost want to say 21-20 or something like 23-21. I'm going to go 23-21 here. 23-21, Kansas City prevails.
I haven't liked I can't say I haven't liked. Josh Allen has pretty much been the guy I thought he's been. He's a roller coaster to himself. Mm-hmm. One great game, one stinky game. Mm-hmm. One great game, one sticky game. And he has the talent to be an alien. Well, he is an alien. But his decisions aren't as great.
Well, you get a lot of turnovers with him. And I saw an interesting take the other day in terms of the actual offense that he accounts for, which is, over the past, 3 to 4 years been astronomical, as far as the amount of offense and the amount of touchdowns that he himself generates from passing and running. It's just that sometimes the timing of his turnovers are what kills you. And a lot of it also has to do with sometimes his defense lets him down at inopportune times because he has been, like you said, a Superman, an alien at times. Unfortunately, those times there's probably been another alien on the other side of the field that his defense has literally rolled over for. Like I said, I'm gonna take the Chiefs in this one, but I wouldn't be shocked. This is another game where I think I wouldn't be shocked if the Bills win this game. I think they may come in with more motivation to win this game because the Chiefs have all but wrapped up their division. So I think that if anything, the Bills have the more motivation to win this game. I just don't know if they can get it done. So I'm gonna take I'm going to take the Chiefs. But twisting my arm to take the Bills isn't necessarily hard. I think it's that close. So I'll watch that game intently because I think that's going to be a great one.
Dog, give me the Bills. Give me the motherfucking Bills, man.
Give me the
Give
Bills.
me
Okay.
the Bills. I take the over. Take the over. Give me the Bills. 33. Chiefs 31. Give
I
me
got
the
another
Bills.
division. I got another division game for you. You're going to love this one. You're going to absolutely love this one because it's full of fodder from both teams. We got the Denver Broncos traveling to the Los Angeles Chargers. So Broncos Chargers divisional game in LA. The line is 44.5 with the Chargers opening as a -3. Talk to me, bro. It's a lot going on with this game.
It is, man. You know how I feel. You know
You
how
got
I
to
feel
take a
about
deep breath.
You know how I feel about the San Diego Superchargers. And I've been riding
No, I
that.
don't. Tell us how you feel about the San
Oh,
Diego
well,
Superchargers.
the San, and
Well, you know
obviously
what? We don't have enough time. We don't have enough time for you to tell us how you feel about the San Diego Superchargers.
I'll tell you this. I call the LA Chargers the San Diego Chargers. That will tell you how I feel about the Chargers. I'll tell you how I feel about the
I
Chargers.
got you. All right, I got you. Moving on. Okay.
I like what I'm seeing from Denver. I like what I'm seeing. They have necessarily put together the requisite professional performances that you need to see from teams out there. Yeah, man, 70 points being put on you, that was months ago. They are now firmly planted in the playoff race.
It seems like eons ago. That seems like last season.
Man,
That seems like last season.
I was clowning Sean Payton for that shit. Now, I use it as a, reference to, hey, man, you guys aren't the worst head coaching football job in NFL history. You guys aren't. Even though in the beginning of the season, you was motherfucking in the running, campaigning for the worst NFL head coaching job in NFL
Who you
history.
got? So who you got?
I got the Broncos, bro.
You got the Broncos?
I believe in what they're doing a whole lot more than the San Diego Superchargers, man. The quarterback gets too much love. Their offense is overrated. The defense is way overrated. And I do not understand how you won a game last week and it still feels like you fucking lost, Brandon Staley. So I give me the Broncos and your seat is on fire. Even ratchet it up after that loss, Brandon. Give me the Broncos. Actually, give me the Broncos pretty easily. 27. Give me the Chargers 14. This will be an easy one for me. I like what the Broncos got going on.
You think the Broncos mollywop them?
I ain't gonna say mollywop. Don't put that in my lexicon. But I will think it will be easy because I think they're gonna be. I think the San Diego Superchargers, their thread from their sweater has been being pulled and pulled and pulled.
What was the score of that game? 6-0.
Yeah, dog. Like I said, how can you win a game and it feels like everybody in the fucking NFL lost?
All right.
6-0, man. That's terrible.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm going to do something very foolish.
Holy smoke! Don't do it. Don't do it, Coach. Don't do it, man. Don't do it, man. All right, fuck it.
All right, you know what? All right, I'm gonna not go out on a limb. Okay, let's remember this. Let's remember this game. Okay, let's remember this game. Let's talk about it as it comes on because this is gonna be a game where I might kick myself for this one. I'll take the Broncos. Give me the Broncos. Give me the Broncos here in a nail biter. I think the Broncos win 17-16. Yeah, give me a nail biter here. 17-16.
Our good brother neighbor Nabe on the check-in, he like, man, it's gonna be a tie. And you know what, man? It's gonna be a motherfucking tie.
The first tie, hey man, listen. But this is going to be one of the games we're going to talk about. I have a feeling that this is going to be a game that's going to provide a lot of conversation. Okay, but
you think so?
I think it is. I got a weird. It's two games today that I think that's going to provide a lot of conversation. Denver and the Chargers, and also that other funky game the Raiders and the Vikings, man. I just think those two games are going to be weird. Like you said, something's going to happen, something crazy. I don't know. But listen, you know what we came here for. This is actually a rivalry week, and boy, do we have a rivalry right here, bro. In the Sunday night tilt, we got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Dallas to play the Cowboys. The line is 51 and a half, and the Cowboys open as a minus 3.5. Talk to me about this one. Yeah.
If there is any rivalry in the NFL, this to me is at the top of the rivalries. Philly Cowboys is so much tradition, so much history, and tonight, it even bodes more when both teams are fucking good.
Yeah.
Both teams are scratching, clawing, and trying to hold on to or trying to get the number one seed.
They're both still in the running.
Right. And like I said, my NFC East pick, the Dallas Cowboys, they've been flying. I ain't gonna say under the radar because it's hard for Dallas Cowboys to fly under the radar.
Yeah, it's hard to fly under the radar when you're kicking everybody's ass too. Right. That's another thing.
They've been playing some pretty goddamn good ball. On the other hand, the Eagles have been winning.
They've just been winning.
By default, I would say by default. Like,
they've been winning.
You got to beat us. We're not going to lose to you.
You're right.
There's so much going on. There's so much on the line today. Give me the Cowboys, man. Give me the Cowboys. In a close one, interdivisional game. I know the Eagles got beat up last week, but I think the skid.
No, they got their ass whipped. They got their ass whipped. I mean, in every phase of football. And what it did was, I mean, the Eagles are licking their wounds right now. And the way you get beat like that at home, it almost signals to everyone that, you know, are you exposed or was it just the 49ers are that damn good? Which one is it? I think the Eagles could serve themselves some grace here and actually come out, man, and put forth an effort indicative of who they are and who they have been. I think they have to come out here and play well, because if you have 2 straight weeks and you drop 2 stinkers, you know, some of the aura is gone. Some of the aura would definitely be gone if you drop a stinker here. You got to go down to Dallas and you got to ball out. You got to push Dallas to the limit. You can't go down there and give Dallas a game. You can't, like that. What we saw last week, you know, I think it's more of a microcosm of the Niners being that good, and I think the Eagles' fortunes finally caught up with them in terms of how they've been playing. They've got to snap out of it. They've got to get back to playing Philadelphia Eagles football. And for the life of me, I don't understand why. You know, they don't understand why part of that is running the football. And you have one of the best offensive lines in football, and you refuse to run the football. It's going to be telling today if they don't run the football against the Dallas Cowboys, who's susceptible to the run. Because if you can't run the ball against the Cowboys, it may be will and not skill. You just don't want to run the football. It's more will than skill. You don't want to run the ball because you want to play this glamorous style of football where you're airing it out. That's what the Cowboys do. You're not the Cowboys.
Right.
Run the football. Go back to bully ball. Be the bullies that you are. If we don't see the Philadelphia Eagles snap out of it and play well from an offensive standpoint, I think they got some bigger issues that they need to worry about. And this may not bode well for them going into the playoffs, because now teams start to copycat what other teams are doing. So you want to show the rest of the world that, hey, that was just an anomaly. We back.
I would like to think that is true. I'm not sure that's going to come to fruition today out in Dallas.
I agree. But like I said, doing a deep dive into the game, because I think the Cowboys win this game. And I think the Cowboys win, you know, to the tune of maybe 28-24. I think they win 28-24. But I'm looking for things here because these are 2 of the quote-unquote Super Bowl favorites. I'm looking for how you're playing now. because it's more important in terms of how you're playing, because we both know both these teams are getting in, right? So this is a litmus test match. You want to see where you are. The Eagles can't put up that kind of performance that they put up next week, because now it turns into, no, it wasn't the 49ers. It was a combination where it was the 49ers, and you're not playing well.
Mm-hmm.
If they go to Dallas and play well, then I think they erase some of that bad taste from last week. I think they have to play well, though. You can't go to Dallas and get smacked. If you go to Dallas and get smacked, some of your confidence is gone. Some of your confidence is gone, and this is a divisional game. You need this game. You have to have this game. Give me the Cowboys, though. With all that being said, give me the Cowboys. I'm also looking at, like I said, I'm looking at this from the standpoint of how the Eagles play tonight. Cowboys win this one. I think it's another classic game, but I think the Eagles need to be more concerned with how they're playing. They have to play well. You can't lay an egg here. You lay an egg here, and to me, I think this says a lot about what you're going to do playoff time. So let's go to Monday night. We have 2 Monday night games. The first Monday night game is the Tennessee Titans traveling to Miami to play the Dolphins. The line is 46.5, and the Dolphins open as minus 13.
No problem with that. I think this is
this is Jesus Christ here, bro. What? My God. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I think they put up 50. I think they put up 50 this week.
I think they
put up 50 this week. Yeah.
We getting the hammers out, domination, all that shit, man.
I don't want to spend too much time on this one. They put up 50, and that's that. Period. I got the Dolphins north of 50. I only got the Titans scoring about 10 points this game. I don't think they possess the ball an awful lot. I think there's going to be a lot of turnovers, but I think the Dolphins put up a 50 burger. What you got? What you thinking?
Along the same lines, man. I ain't going to say 50, but it's 49. That's close enough.
That's close enough.
I mean, after you get to 40, I'm like, oh, that's a slaughterhouse. And I don't really see the Titans, the Titans putting up any resistance. They don't have an offense that can do anything. They don't have a defense that can stop too many people. I really think this is going to bode well for my NFC Super Bowl pick, the Miami Dolphins, and I think they get right to the tune of 45-9.
Yeah.
45-9.
And in the final game in the second Monday night tilt, you got the Green Bay Packers against the New York Giants. Green Bay traveling to New York. Green Bay opens as minus 6.5, and the line is 36.5. Talk to me, because I was an early supporter of Jordan Love, and that wavered a little bit. But recently, Jordan Love has strung together some masterful performances, and I'm gonna ride with him on this one. I got the Packers, bro. I got the Packers. I would love to see the Giants win this game just for my draft positioning, but the reality tells me is that the Packers are playing better football right now. The Giants have actually, I think the Giants have won 2 straight, if I'm not mistaken. But I think the Packers are playing better football. I think the Packer offense comes out, and Jordan Love throws for about 3 tutties today. Tomorrow night. He throws for 3 tutties. I think they win 24-13. 24-13 Pack. Yeah.
Well, that's a tough one, man. Because you see things in Jordan Love that I don't see, but I can't front on what I have saw. You feel what I'm saying? I can't front on how he's been playing lately. I can't front on that. I can't front on that at all, man. I haven't been the biggest supporter of his, but I can't front on what he's been doing. I can't front on that, man. I can't front on.
He's been dicing. He's been dealing. He's been dealing, man. And it's looked good. He's got all of his weapons. He's looked good.
At a certain point, it's like, right. At a certain point, it's like, well, Are you going to keep banging on him, or are you going to give him the props? You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, well, I got to give Jordan Love some props. I got to give him some props. What I will give props to, I will not no longer call the quarterback situation in New York Danny DeVito. I will call that man Tommy DeVito, because he's actually won a couple games in a row. I'm going to put some respect on his name by giving him his name, Tommy DeVito.
Okay.
I didn't see those things coming from him or the Giants, but here we are. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's weird to have to put some respect on some people's names that haven't done a whole bunch up until now to get respect put on their names. So it's like, which one do I put more respect on? Jordan Love or Tommy DeVito? Going into a Monday night matchup, spotlights, give me the Giants.
Huh?
And
Okay.
give me the Giants. Tommy
So you
DeVito.
going the other way. You going the other way with this one.
I mean, you ain't got to argue me down on the other side,
Okay.
man. I've been liking what I've been seeing from Jordan Love recently. I've been liking that. You know, he's been bringing his team along. But I just think, I'm not sure if he's done enough. I'm not sure if that is going to be enough to travel into New York, even though it's Tommy DeVito. Even though there's not much on the other side, I just don't think there is enough with Green Bay to overcome a lot of things that have been going on. And I think that Jordan Love kind of, I ain't going to say regresses, but he looks more like a pumpkin tomorrow night
Okay.
as tomorrow night. But the defense has been playing off the chains. I can't front on Green Bay's defense. But give me the Giants and Tommy DeVito.
And with that said, that closes our week. Like I said, I think there's some attractive games here. I think we have we got the marquee game. I hope it lives up to the hype. I think it will. I think these two teams are phenomenal in terms. It hurts me to say that because they're both division rivals that I loathe. I mean, with a passion. But I mean, I lose either way because no matter who wins this game, I lose. So, part of me will be happy, part of me will be pissed off. But it is what it is. And me personally, this game is a very sore spot for me because you've got two teams in my own division, and they're two of the more higher powered Super Bowl sort of aspirations, and it's a little frustrating. But I win and lose today, so it's always a weird one for me. How the rest of your day going today, bro? What's anything special going on? You got to get your picks in.
Well, I have yet to find my phone.
Oh wow!
So I'm not sure if some of my picks are even going to go in. The paper picks, I take them down to the store, but I'm not sure if my fantasy stuff will get taken care of today.
I feel you.
I'm not sure. I will be in the bed, partaking in. Not even gonna say in the bed, man. I just need a nap.
I get it. I'm gonna do the same thing before the games myself. Listen, there's supposed to be some inclement weather tonight, man. So everybody get out and get whatever you need to get. It's gonna be very, very bad tonight from what I'm getting as far as the forecast. It may affect my actual game experience because I was going to travel to go watch the game, but I don't know now because of the weather. So we'll see. But listen, we appreciate y'all rocking out with us. We tried to get y'all some fanfare going on. We got the Milburn brothers out Vegas, man. They're actually at the game. Barry's a fan
check in on us, baby. Check your inbox.
Yeah, Barry's a fan of the Raiders. Cousin B is a fan of the Vikings. So I think that's pretty cool, man, that they're actually out at the game enjoying themselves. I would have hoped that they would have been, possibly getting ready for a tailgate. They are 3 hours behind, but I was hoping to get them on to get that, the Brother Bowl, get that opposing side going on. But it is what it is. We just hope y'all have a good time, fellas. You got anything you want to add, bro?
Man, I don't know why, but the OG like, man, 45-9. What the fuck? I'm like, nah, I see a slaughterhouse today, Ox. I see a
Yeah,
slaughter, man. I
Miami gonna
see that.
produce. Listen, Miami. Listen, this is Miami gonna do ugly things to that team, man.
I
They're
think
gonna do
so,
some.
man.
They're gonna do some bad things to them. Let's get to it though, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here rocking with us, man. Live every Sunday. Run them subscribes up, man. Run them likes up. It don't hurt you to hit the like button. You know what I mean? Comment with us. Jump on the show with us. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, jump in.
With that being said, it's your boy Coach, rocking out with Fresh. Enjoy
You
your
said,
Sunday. I hope
you
we get
said about
some great
Vince,
football today. He got his
about
Vince
Vince.
Lombardi on today. He's actually looking like a throwback coach. He is looking like a throwback coach, my friend. But with that being said, let's get out of here, bro. Appreciate y'all. Peace out. Happy Sunday. Happy
Peace.
football day, man.
Peace.